Options traders today spotting some unusual activity in shares of the restaurant company Darden. Stock's up right now. John's at the telestrator with a trade for us. What do you got, Doc?
All right, Scott, take a look at this because you're right. There's a lot of unusual activity in Darden. As you can see, back in September, shares were right around 130. And just recently, they were right around 120. Now, they're betting it goes back to 120 because that's what they were buying. February 120 calls, Scott, with the stock right here, just over 110, pushing towards 111. So what did I do? Went in here and bought these calls. Almost 9,000 have traded so far. These were a cheap shot, too, only about 40 cents. I'll probably be in about a month and a half, Scott. Really like the setup here, and what a cheap shot. 40 cents to control that $110 stock. Second trade, XLE. So this is, of course, the energy play. People are betting that this one also goes higher. I'm looking at a March trade here, though. The 61-21 strike. I know those are weird numbers as far as you're used to 60s or 65s. 61-21s are the calls they're buying out there in March. These traded for about $1.80 to about $1.95. So let's say they're $1.95 right now. You're in these almost the full quarter, 3 months. Bought these, as you can see, 12,000 have traded so far. Love that action. I'll be in these probably for a month and a half to 2 months, Scott.
Okay, good stuff. Doc, we'll see you back over here in a second. Give me a comment, though, on energy. This seems to be the place where you're going to get a battle.
It is.
As to whether it's a good place to put your money or not.
Yeah, I know Pete and John have done a great job talking about it. Josh was talking about it the other day. I think the opportunity is in the refiners. I mentioned that. Valero, VLO, Shannon talked about that the other day. Phillips 66, PSX, that's also an area I would focus on. I think high yield debt, if you have the opportunity to allocate towards that in the energy space, that's where you're going to find a high beta exposure trade.
There was one of these articles today. I'm not sure if it was in the Journal or where I remember seeing it, questioning whether big oil is the new tobacco in terms of the way that investors are going to view these companies, the laws that are changing and regulations that are changing and movements that are happening in various states across the country as to whether these stocks are going to be viewed differently in the years ahead.
I think they are, and I think they already have been viewed differently, because if you take the fact that oil prices were up 35% last year and Exxon and Chevron were kind of flat to like up a little bit, I think that investors are already looking at them as dinosaur behemoths that aren't going to go anywhere. I also think we need to be careful as investors when we say energy to not be thinking that we're saying oil, because energy now doesn't mean just oil. It means natural gas, it means gas liquids, it means wind, it means solar, it means everything. So we need to expand the definition.